Hi, everyone, and welcome to a new episode of the Blockchain Hustler. This is a podcast where we interview various industry leaders that are building the future of Web3. Today with us, we have Gabor, who is the founder and CEO of Naplozz, which is a Web3 project that are working on real-world applications by building a Web3 quality management ecosystem. Super excited to be here speaking with you about your background, going to plans for the future, and what you have already achieved so far. So, Garbos, maybe you can tell us a little bit about yourself before you got into Web3.
Yeah, hi everyone. Thanks for having me. Hi team. So where to start? Just a few words on my story. After I'm finishing the business school, I joined to a temple in Hungary, in Budapest, and I was living as a monk for 9 years, where I had different kind of roles, like head of fundraising, head of the ashram, and also I made my theology degree there. And after moving out from the temple, I have started to work on quality management in a company where I was responsible for customers and customer management. And so after I founded my own company, Sattva Guidance Company, and set up the basis of Naplozz. And during that time, around 2016, I met Bitcoin and crypto and blockchain, and practically I have registered into I think local Bitcoin was that, but I'm not 100% sure.
It was where I also got started with Bitcoin, local Bitcoin back then.
I remember I just met a guy. It was kind of like a strange experience. I felt like we are hackers in a dark web or something like that, but it wasn't the case. But that was strange for me.
Yeah.
And that was a very good experience, by the way. It was smooth. We met in a plaza and we just exchanged our Bitcoin and fiat. And then that started my career in blockchain, we can say. From that point on, I have been investing in different useful cryptos, and of course, first of all, Bitcoin and Ethereum.
Yeah. But yeah, that's interesting. So back in 2016, you got into the quality management, and then you saw a real world utility where you could start implement blockchain into a part of the real world that needed a new solution. And I think that that's generally where a lot of the most successful Web3 projects comes from. So it comes from a real need, which in this case was quality management, making sure that you can reward certain people for following the tasks, doing guidelines, and basically introducing tokenomics and an ecosystem to it. And then you had success in the real traditional world before you got into the crypto and to Web3. So when it comes to Naplozz and the product that you're founder of, could you tell us a little bit more about what the main thing that you're building and how the tokenomics will work within this ecosystem?
Yeah, thank you for asking it. Just to be more precise, I have started the quality management in 2014 and met Bitcoin and crypto in 16. But the point is that, we have, and I have experienced a lot of time that what's the main problem with their workflow and with the companies who need quality management. Of course, most of them were related to food services, but we had customers in office, warehouses, healthcares, and different other industries.
Yeah.
And the main problem was that they somehow, during the process of generating profit and creating value and valuable services and products, they somehow lost the control.
Yeah.
And yeah, losing control, it means that the efficiency and the result also will be gone
Yeah.
at some point. So we have experienced that, and so we knew that they need a record keeping system there, which will give back the control. So our system of Naplozz, that was basically the base, the background. And when I met Jolt, then he's an expert in business. So we just figured that out. They need all this paperwork, sheets, Excels, and things like that, which are coordinating the whole record keeping and the whole workflow related and task management and quality management. So we figured that we should put everything into a very well organizable, controllable tool, which is
Yeah.
also a digital tool. And by that time, I had experience with crypto, so I knew that the blockchain has a potential here. We are talking about data recording. So
Yeah.
blockchain has a potential to make it more accessible, more controllable, more transparent and immutable. And those are also, and not just not just the user experience and the easy to use
Yeah.
perspective, but also those perspectives are very important.
Yeah.
So in Naplozz, we do that. Yeah.
Yeah, because that's kind of one of the biggest challenges when it comes to quality control, which is people view it as like as a thing that must be done, and then people are slacking, or it gets kind of left behind. And what Naplozz is doing is that you are incentivizing and creating like a system of perform to earn, so that basically within the company, the more quality checks you do, then you get rewarded with various tokenomics for performing the quality, which at the end of the day is what the business and you as a business owner is looking for. You are looking to have people within your team that are incentivized and that actually wants to do the quality checks. Why? Because they are rewarded for it.
Exactly. Yes. So as a business owner, you have to comply to different things or with different things. Like you have to comply with your employees. That's one very important thing. You have to comply with the rules and regulations. That's also very important. But there is the main goal to be compliant with the clients to create value. So we built up Naplozz, and we are building Naplozz in this to focus on these areas. And Perform to Earn program is a special and unique reward program. So I have been thinking about this, how to incentivize employees, because I know, as you said, like mandatory work is mandatory, so you have to do it. It's sometimes not easy, and many times you are not rewarded. But with a good tokenomics and a reward program based on blockchain, that can be easily achievable. And in our application, you are just one click away to be able to incentivize your employees.
Yeah.
But for that, you should be collectively working on the quality performance. And if
Yeah.
someone, even one person, is not participating in your team well, then our compliance metric will check it, and then
Yeah.
your monthly statistics will be not that good, not that quality level, and then you will be not able to just be being rewarded that much. So it's a really a complex reward program, but our user interface, it makes simple to for even non crypto persons
Yeah.
to just click and just reward everyone.
Yeah, no, exactly. And so far, as I understand it, you have already gotten quite a few partners in various niches that you have started collaborating with. And part of the what will give the token value will be that part of the subscriptions will be used to buy back tokens, which will fuel the whole ecosystem over time. And I understand that you're currently working on launching the and working with on the beta, but maybe you can talk a little bit about what currently is developed and what will be developed over the coming 6 months.
Yes, thank you. So our target is to be ready in the next 6 months. In 6 months, so we have been developing our web app for around 1.5 year now. It's a quite complex application. We have the user management system, which is following the structure of the different companies in all sizes. So that is structured, that's ready. Um, so you can just use Naplozz in different roles, and you can invite different users in different roles. You can set up workspaces very easily in our system by our wizard. You need to just answer different questions which you already know, so you don't need to know the regulatory frameworks, and even you don't need to know the best way to structure the efficient task frameworks. And that's working. That's actually in test. Around 40 users in beta test. They are testing it. Of course, there are some issues always, small bugs, so we need time. But the system is working, and it serves well the customers already.
Yeah.
And also the log environment system, which is like the checklist for the mandatory works. Like, for example, for an office, there are at least 4 or 5 things you need to check frequently and mandatorily, because like authority can come and like ask for those checklists. So you need to record it and keep it. So it's already done. There are systems where you can communicate through your whole employees and management. And so many other functions are already ready, like our custom protocol system, but we are waiting for our mobile to be done, because that's very important, because the end user, the user will be using the mobile to select easily different things, like measure things, like check different areas, like cleaning sheets. If you go
Yeah.
around in your hotel, you need to check different things, rate different things, but then you need a smooth interface for that. It's not enough if you cannot bring around your laptop and do with that, or you can, but that's not so efficient. So
Yeah.
our click and swipe solution is a very smooth and kind of like revolutionary user interface, where you are just scrolling, clicking and swiping, and you are able to just very easily put in the data to the system.
Yeah. No, it makes complete sense. And I think that these are the types of Web3 projects that actually will stand the test of time, where you apply tokenomics to real world situations where it's needed, because you need to have an incentive structure in place and you help business owners to get there. So at the moment, I know you are getting ready to do a pre-sale and that you have already built large parts of the product and getting ready. When and I know that will happen over the coming months ahead, and then the vision over the coming year is to build a ecosystem where you have the Naplozz coin as the token that fuels the whole ecosystem. If the audience here wants to learn more and wants to follow your progress, where can they best stay up to date to follow you and the journey for Naplozz?
Yes, it's a good question. Of course, we have the official social channels, like our Twitter is the most active. So if someone wants to follow us, and then they can do it by just following us on Twitter. On LinkedIn also, they can join to our Telegram channels. We have English Telegram channels. We'll have Hungarian, and we have already a Vietnamese Telegram channel. So those are the best way to follow us and our development. Yeah.
Awesome. Yeah, we will make sure to include the link and make sure that the people that want to learn more about Naplozz can follow you on social media and stay up to date. And yeah, thank you so much, everybody, for coming to this edition of the Blockchain Hustler. It's the show where we interview leading voices that are building products in the blockchain space. Thank you so much, everybody. Have a great rest of the day.
Thank you so much. Bye-bye.